Sir, do you mind?
This young lady, all the armrests, was like, hey, so you obviously
We're about to begin. Could you please take your seats? San Diego. At this time, I would like to call up the Fleet Marine Force Pacific Commanding General, Lieutenant General John Tolan.
How many people saw that? Okay, so there's several people here. Said that really to be a true professional, you need about 10,000 repetitions. Reality is, you know, it's very expensive to get these exercises off the ground. It's very expensive to do these kinds of things, but we have to do more. And
School of International Studies in Singapore. Okay, how did you get there? About a year or two ago, we've asked him to come and kick this off, if you will, as far as what he's seen since his last article in the following.
We had an unusual amount of helicopters on our carrier strike group. AirPac was doing a test case of putting the entire LAMP squadron at sea. So we had 15 helicopters. You know, there toward the end of this operation, I told that story to the Interior Minister in front of a number of press. He goes, "Oh, so you knew this was going to happen?" I said, "No, please don't say that." And as you can see here, we made a critical force protection decision. It was a risk analysis that I made, and I kind of call it the Maslow's hierarchy of force protection.
An initiative adopted by the Malaysian Armed Forces toward this effort is the implementation of the concept of sea basing, aimed toward enhancing further the overall security of our area of responsibility. Ship base for this sea basing undertaking, and the vessel will be pre-positioned in the designated position of our maritime operational area.
So the Chief of Defense, he has a regional emergency operation committee. He decides which type of support he needs. Then each ministry gives the support which he requires. When you may think there won't be any adversary, but there actually happen to be, because people without help, it turns quite difficult to control. We're replacing the head of the region, which is affected when an earthquake or a tsunami is in a large area.
I'd like to thank General Bulan and Colonel Ford, as well as Major Navy. All along I had, since the time I was an academic, that was around 2009. The fact that these ships come with bigger and better aviation capacity, we are seeing here, for example, greater interest over 2014. I think generally there wasn't much of a change after one decade. And to first locate between the post-1945 Cold period till the post-Cold War in 1990s and after the rise in the number of disasters in this region in the Indo-Asia-Pacific. First of all, in Northeast Asia. And the one were largely landing craft. And we see the category of ships that we are seeing here. We are seeing mainly in Northeast Asia the efforts undertaken indigenously to build up these capabilities, era equipment with new personal equipment. Perhaps a very interesting story that we can see in the exercises. We need the immediate region as well as further background. We are always be concerned about geopolitics, because ultimately Africa's operations are meant to influence events ashore. Are always being stuck in this dichotomy of being seen and inducted into service with the South Sea Fleet, and not too long after being inducted into service, it was being put in, and perhaps operations other than war, like disaster relief, could offer
Can you back the last pictures about the sea basin concept with
그리고 해안의 환경은 그 한반도 지형의 동해와 남해와 서해가 각각 다른 특성을 보이고 있는데, 이러한 특성을 고려해서 동원 선박을 이용한 해상 환적 시 선행돼야 할 요건으로는 동원 선박 호송 전력을 운용을 하는 기간 중에 생존성이 보장이 반드시 선행되어야 되겠고, 해상 환적 구역과 저반 해역 인근에 대한 적 위협이 제거가 되어야겠습니다.
And again, following the slides, because of the different geographic characteristics and the East Sea, the South Sea, and the West Sea all have different characteristics. Taking into consideration those characteristics, operations have to be based off of that in order for effective maritime and sea basing operations.
Thank you. Kind of pattern that we are seeing. And in fact, most of the cooperation with Russia, that was the first time that the Chinese Marine Corps was transported from. Incorporate and to put into action together the civilian side of a response from the minister, but it's not reflected a problem that not
Additionally, he has a new book out.
Now, I'm not going to be presenting data
Quite frankly, if you review U.S. literature on sea basing,
but I want to say to all of you, thank you for being friends and allies of the how to interpret the for your own support of your own forces, and we see that in not the sea based threat that we face with a land base. Also, and this is one of my particular focuses on anti-axis warfare strategies, it's also derived from studies of anti-axis warfare as well as sea basing. And some of the issues I will talk about, the U.S. forces specifically face, and you're probably all aware, in the U.S. Navy, there's a pretty big split. And be useful to you. And again, being part of the defense study about amphibious warships, you're not just talking about maritime prepositioning, talking about the Marine Corps and amphibious force in isolation, at least in this world in the United States. Sometimes sea basing is viewed in a very, as opposed to building amphibious warships. I am of them. But within the U.S., sea basing is often very